Today we are gun split close pro out of the Niners playbook here. I have 3 or 4 plays I want to break down for you. And we're going to be coming out in the RPO zone peak. And before I even get out on the field, you can also come out in the halfback power O or the inside zone split as your run play to have in your audibles. But I like to have the RPO zone peak just because in comparison to like the halfback power, it's more of an outside run. You do have a pulling guard, and I find it very hard to get consistency out of the pulling guards in terms of just who they're blocking downfield. It seems they dumb out as soon as they move. So the less movement up front, just running a zone scheme, and you also have the RPO aspect of it. That's what I like to roll with here. And we'll just go with just any regular old nickel play. I already have the ball backed up. In the RPO, pretty simple. I mean, if you have a throwing lane to give the ball to Debo, you do that. If not, you just run the ball outside. And yeah, I mean, like here we might have a throwing lane to Debo, like we do, and you pick up a nice chunk of yards. And that's the RPO aspect of it. This isn't an RPO course by any means, but like here, I mean, you might have a little bit of a lane. No, you're just gonna throw it right to the. Actually, I thought that was a linebacker. That was Kyle Duggar though. So, but yeah, pretty simple on the RPOs. Run the ball if you have a running lane. Throw the ball if you have a throwing lane. And go from there, or do your run play of choice. But the main reason, main breakdown of this little mini scheme here, if you're in the Niners playbook, is we're going to start with is Niners option. And C routes are very decent against man. The only disadvantage of the Debo route over there is that the corner has outside leverage on him. If that outside corner is in man on Debo, he does have outside leverage, so it makes the C route just a little bit tougher to get open. But you do have George Kittle on the post, and I like Brandon Ayuk as kind of like a check down. So we'll kind of run here. I'm looking at Debo, and yeah, I mean that's just should be free yards, but it's tough with no throwing abilities right now. Especially, I mean, Trey Lance doesn't have any abilities. So yeah, I mean, running this stock, and another thing you can do, like maybe it looks right here, it looks like they might be blitzing off that right end. So I'm going to block Kyle Juszczyk over there. Kyle Juszczyk, not Juszczyk, I guess. And then you can also block Elijah Mitchell as well if you really want to get it blocked up. And sometimes, guys, this is Madden 23. It doesn't matter how many guys you block. Sometimes you're just going to get sacked anyway. But yeah, I mean, so here like we'll block Elijah Mitchell and just kind of run it this way. Look at Debo, come back to Kittle, and he drops it anyway. But yeah, that's kind of how I like to run this route. You're going to need band meters, and it's nice to have the Kittle. And also Brandon Ayuk underneath is going to like whip around, and I'm just going to get, like, what the hell was Elijah Mitchell doing? He just let him literally run right by him. But even the Brandon Ayuk route underneath can come over and beat man, especially if you're like a really fast guy there. You're running your Jamar Chase or whoever your high-speed guys are in MUT right now. Really like the Niners option. Next one is Niners post curl. And again, I mean, you can, same idea, block your running backs if you see a blitz, or you just want hopefully another half a second. But you're looking to run basically spacing on the right side of the field with Kittle, Ayuk, and Juszczyk. And if they cover those up, you have basically touchdown or check down all the way up to touchdown. And that's kind of the idea there. So we'll run through this again. And of course, they give me quarters, because why wouldn't they? I picked random nickel plays. But let's get to Niners post curl. I'm just going to block Elijah Mitchell, because that route doesn't really do much for me over there. Run spacing, nothing open. Maybe I just check it down. Nothing really going there. And sometimes that happens, right? You're looking check down to touchdown. I actually did a good job of covering up Debo Samuel as well on that. So I'm looking check down. Okay, take the check down. That's cool. And again, remember, guys, it's tough with no throwing abilities right now. It is Saturday. I'm recording this. Joe Montana should be coming out. Hopefully he gets set feet lead or pass lead elite or something. Probably set feet lead first. But yeah, tough with no throwing abilities. But yeah, you're running spacing on the right side of the field. And then this Debo route, long term, we already hit it once. You can kind of pass lead it. You saw right where we was there, kind of like 7 o'clock. If you're looking at a clock, 7 or 8 o'clock is where you're trying to pass lead that. And you can kind of fit it into that hole. It also attacks 2 high safety looks, even 3 high safety looks right there. But especially 2 high safety looks, that Debo route will attack the middle of the field. And of course, they're just running cover 3 on us. But I mean, you can always take your check down as well and try to get up that way. I'm really trying to hit this. Yeah, like here, I mean, of course, they're going to be running man. So I'm just going to block up here. And this Debo route also does a pretty good job of beating man. We talked about, golly, man, This like, what are they doing? Like, what are they doing? They don't block anybody. That's crazy. Another too high look though. The Debo route, we talked about leverage. The C route not working well because the corner has outside leverage on Debo. Well, the corner still has outside leverage, but now we're running an in-breaking route, so that advantage would go to the wide receiver, as you see right here. I mean, he didn't necessarily catch the ball, but you saw the separation of what happens in terms of leverage inside, outside. In the last play, though, I mean, that's basically Niners curl, check down, all the way to touchdown. Last play I have here is PAY cross, and there's a lot of different things you can do with this. You can really run it stock. I like to block this Elijah Mitchell route and streak George Kittle if it's a too high safety look like it is here. Try to attack that middle of the field with Kittle. You still have your check down to use check. You still have your little bit deeper route if you do have time with Brandon Ayuk coming across the middle of the field. We'll just kind of set that up again. Run it like this, another sort of too high safety look, trying to attack the middle of the field with Kittle. And I love doing that this year. Pass leading down kind of stops your guy in that spot. You can hit that hole on the defense. And here's a really good example. Here you see just one high safety. Still going to block Elijah Mitchell. And then I'm just going to run this stock. You still have the Debo route on that little bit of an angled post. And George Kittle as well on that deep over. I still love the deep overs. They're still tough to stop. And you know, this is a too high look. This is a too high look, but I'm just going to leave George Kittle on that. And sometimes, this is man. But you have Brandon Ayuk coming across the middle. And again, man beaters are important, but this scheme does a little bit of everything for you. You get run plays out of it. You get man beaters. You really do get a little bit of everything. And you get to attack the middle of the field. I mean, here they run man. We just have no time to do anything because running backs don't block it. All right, you know, let's look. Let's look together. Let's look together. Let's look together. Like, what is that? What is he doing? What is he doing? I literally block him off that edge for that reason. Alright guys, don't block your running backs. Just send them out on a damn route. It doesn't matter. They don't block anyway. Just send them out on a route. They aren't helping you. They aren't helping you in the blocking game. Just send them out on a route. And there, that's kind of like a progression there. You were reading George Kittle. Kittle kind of clears. Let's go to the replay. Oh, not. Oh my god, bro. Okay, cool. I can still get to the replay. But, and another reason here. Okay, this is actually against the one high safety. Look, the reason we leave him on George Kittle, that is, on this deep over. You can see he's kind of in this hole here. But what he's doing here is carrying this defender just away. This defender is being pulled down by our flat. And then that just leaves a great throwing window here to throw the ball to Brandon Ayuk, pick up 15, 20 yards. And that's kind of the idea behind that play there. But that is the Gun Split Close Pro mini scheme out of the Niners book. Hope you guys liked it. A lot of different plays. A lot of unique routes. As you see, the play selection in here, you only have 6 plays to choose from, but the 6 plays in there are really good. So I love it out of this Niners book. If you guys did enjoy the video, like, subscribe, all that stuff. You know how YouTube works. And yeah, hope to see you in the next one. Later.